G'day guys, how you going? Tom here from Origin Canine. So what I wanted to do today is just give you guys a bit of an update about some of the front-facing components of this business that are going to change in the next few weeks. Probably the biggest change you're going to notice is I've disabled commenting on most of my platforms, if not all of my platforms. If I haven't, it's probably just because I've forgotten or maybe I've missed a sequence, for example. Um, and the second one is in the DMs on Instagram, Facebook, those sort of things. You may find yourself start to get some auto responses directing you to the email. Now, the main reason for that is obviously social media can be quite a negative place. And I've had a couple of negative experiences recently that I'm really not that happy with, right? And I don't necessarily mean directed at myself in the business, but just observing things on the socials. And that's really not a place that I want to go. I mean, by virtue of the of my personality and the nature of the kind of jobs that I've sought after in my life, I'm a person that's highly addicted to drama and conflict, and I quite enjoy that stuff. I get a bit of a rush out of it. However, that's definitely not the way that I want to be running this business. So you're going to notice a bit of a downtick in my presence, my personal Tom Brown presence, commenting, DMs, those sort of things on the socials. However, the second order effect is by not being distracted by some of the negative aspects of social media and being drawn into some of that negativity, I really want to concentrate my efforts tenfold on the core business of Origin Canine, which is making safe, innovative, built for purpose canine gear and delivering it to good people like you in the working canine world. That is what I love. I love being creative. I love solving problems, using my brain, coming up with solutions. That's what I really enjoy. So I'm going to start concentrating on that a lot more. And what I suspect you guys are going to start seeing is a far better quality of canine gear in the next weeks and months. So I've got a bit of a schedule to make a whole bunch of changes to some of the canine gear, just little feature updates, just some little tweaks here and there to make the gear a little bit better, a bit more intuitive, and just some more friendly designs based on some of your feedback. And then the second thing is, or second and third thing, I'd like obviously the lead times to be a lot quicker. That is something we're actually getting much better with, and I'm pretty happy with the progress of that so far. And then the third one is the podcast. So um, I may not have mentioned this, but I've got my second daughter is due in any minute now, basically. And the podcast has been sacrificed at times when things have been going on in my life personally. So what I'd like to do is concentrate a bit more on the podcast and get that one to be a bit more consistent. As you can tell, camera system, the microphone, headset, that type of stuff. I've really tried to up my game when it comes to the podcast and some of the marketing I've been doing. And some of you guys have noticed, and it's definitely very appreciated. So, like I said, I don't want this to be. This is not some sort of weird, goodbye or like social media is bad sort of post, but it's definitely letting you guys know that there are a couple of small changes, front-facing changes to the business that you're going to start noticing. And then hopefully the second order effect is that you start getting some much better gear, and you're going to start noticing that too. Not that there's a problem with our quality or anything, but I definitely want you to notice an uptick in the quality of everything that we do in this business. And I think the first step for that is me avoiding some of the negative pitfalls of social media and even just the pure distraction of social media, drawing me away from the core of what we do here. So, guys, I would rather this be a post about gratitude as opposed to like a whinge about how bad the social media is or anything like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to tag a bunch of people below who have been really positive impacts on me, not only personally but professionally. So people that have supported me, helped me, offered me advice, been an inspiration to me. I want to tag a bunch of those people and businesses below. Now, please, if I've missed you, it doesn't mean that you don't qualify for that list. It just means that in the 5 minutes that I sat down to write this post, you just may not have popped into my head straight away. So, yeah, long story short, essentially, this is a gratitude post, guys. Just letting you guys know that I appreciate everything you do, all the support you've given to the business, guys and gals who've spent their hard-earned money, buying this canine gear, giving me real-time feedback from the street, from the battlefield. I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it. It's awesome. And that sort of stuff really inspires me to want to do more in this business. And I think the first step to doing that for me is to cut away some of those distractions that aren't as conducive to the core business as I'd like them to be. So yeah, thanks very much for listening to my insane ramblings as usual, guys. And I'll see you soon.